Hello beautiful people, this is Artisan Girl bringing you another video. It's gonna be an acrylic painting of a mermaid and a Sakura tree. It's gonna be somewhat cartoonish and realistic. It's like a blend of both of them, I guess. But yes, you can start by actually having a canvas and drawing along, because I do slow it down in some areas. That way you guys can see how I do some parts, like how to do a cloud and stuff like that, so you'll see those ones. But first, yeah, you need a canvas, and I did with acrylic paints. You can just get the blue, white, red, and yellow. I think the primary colors, and some green as well. I got some of those ones, and the I think I already said all of them. And some black, but I didn't really use that much black. But yes, you can see, and just try to blend them. On the top I do the darkest, on the middle I did the lighter, because that's gonna be where the separation comes in. I know usually the separation is either way in the bottom of the canvas or in the top of the canvas, not so much in the middle, because it brings out, I don't know, something, I don't know. I heard this from somewhere, but either way, that's how I'm doing it for now. Since I just want to do like a tree in the middle, well, the Sakura tree and the mermaids on the sides, but you'll be seeing that in the future. But right here you can just see I'm doing like the sky starry night, and then some areas I did kind of just put too much, but like happy accidents, just happy accidents that you can just lay the clouds on top. But yeah, so right there you can see how the clouds are made. I'm just like doing the squiggly lines and just spreading it out, keeping the brush a bit wet, not too wet, just a little bit, and with the white just going along, and then spreading it, feathering it away on the bottom, so the light is on the top, and then the bottom will be just feathering it out. That way it can be like fluffy, it can look fluffy. And just continue to do that, making it fluffier, just feathering it out on the bottom, and the top leaving it more white. And if you want highlights on some areas where it can be brighter, then you can just keep adding the lighter parts. As you can see, in some areas it like became more bluish tone instead of white, because the paint on the background was still wet. So make sure it's not that wet on the background, that way it can the clouds can look more fluffy when it's drier, and you can just feather it out with a small portion of white paint. And there you can see we're doing the tree. The tree, usually I just ended up doing dark brown with a bit of black. I think it was just brown. And just try to not put too much pressure on your brush, that way you can be able to feather it out more and be skinnier in the edges. I know in some areas I put like too much paint or something like that, so just try to minimize the paint, that way the edges will be not too like thick but thinner. And you can just continue doing that for as many branches as you want to add. That way you can put the leaves or the flowers where you want to put them at. And yeah, pretty much I do some areas either to the right and then to the left, and yeah, just vary where you want to put the branches. It's your world, do what you want. And continue to do that. Then the highlights I did, it's like 3 versions of highlights. So it's the darkest tone on the background, then the middle tone, That's gonna be the second to lightest, and then the lighter tone is gonna be either with white with a tint of brown, or whatever you want to do, since this is like somewhat of a beginner's thing, so you don't want to have it too realistic, and since it's kind of like cartoonish sort of thing. So, and then I wanted the water to look more brighter on some areas, so I had to go over the tree since I redid that. I think I'll redo it again after the other thing, but you'll see later on. On the water, I just put the brightest tone to make the waves. And that's just me fooling around with my face. Okay, don't pay attention to that, please. Please don't. And for the sakura, like leaves and pretty much the flowers, I make it very simple. Just do the darker tone on the back, on the background, and then the second to lightest one, and then the lighter one. And it's pretty much just tapping it in, just I don't know, just do one stroke at a time, which usually I do with the other one, with the other type of brush, where it's like harder, the brush strokes and stuff like that. I don't know how to explain it with the other one, but this time I did it with the softer one, that's like softer brush utensils. Yeah, it was weird. But you can do it with anything that you can do, yeah. Whatever you have in hand, there you go, even your fingers if you want. And now I'm doing the mermaid. As you see, usually I don't draw the thing on first, because some people draw it and then they just leave the blank spaces blank. That way they can just go over them with the actual paint color. But I do that and then just do the white spaces and then go over it with the actual color. That way the blue doesn't come out so much when you put the colors of the other one. But you can do either way, or just draw it with the regular colors that you want to do the mermaid. I don't know if I'm a good teacher, I don't know, or if my voice is even okay. I don't know if I'm gonna put this recording thing. But just the mermaid, you can do however you want to do there. I just I don't know, however a mermaid look like, so just do what you want. The hand snap, okay. It's no go, no go. Sorry you guys, no go. Oh my gosh, I'm weird. I did 2 mermaids. I don't know if I wanted to add another one, so I just made it simple and just did 2. I was just gonna leave the middle one, but I'm like, she needs a friend. Let's do another one here. Laying down, close to being dead. Just kidding, she's not dead. What am I talking about? I don't know. But the skin, just do the skin color, either this time I did it with the lightest, but not the mid-tone. I started with the mid-tone and then just created the darker shadows. But and the tail I did a gold. A gold tail. I don't know if that goes with the color theme, but it's okay. It works, I guess. And the hair, of course, is gonna be the same as the Sakura Tree, so pink. But yes, usually for the tail I just did the darker and just keep on trying to make it lighter with strokes, tiny strokes, like wood, trying to make it look like how you would do it in a wood, but this time you want it shiny like a fish tails. But I don't know. Oh, my dog is there. He kept on crying. He's like, oh, he kept on crying next to me all the time. He just really wanted to be in top of my legs. So I'm like, oh, fine, just get in top already. Go. And he was just there until I couldn't paint anymore with him there. So I'm like, move. go down. Let me finish this. He's cute. He's a chihuahua. And now I'm just talking about my dog. Okay, back to the painting. So start with a darker tone, then the mid-tone, and then the lightest tone. That's pretty much what I do for most of my paintings, except when you're doing the background, because you will start on the top with the darker and then on the middle with the lighter. And yeah, oh, and the slow version of the hair. So that's just me doing the highlights on the hair. So start with the darker tone on the hair, and then the mid-tone, and then highlights on the thing. But I think that's just the dark tone and then the highlights, and then I just brush it into so I can mix together with the hair. So you can do that or the other way I told you, with the darker and the mid, second to mid and main, and then the lighter one. And this is gonna be a long video. I'm not so used to just being 10 or over and just me talking, rambling on about tutorials that I'm not so good on teaching. So if you want more, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm desperate for subscription. Just kidding. Continuing to the painting stuff going, of course, Nancy, or Artisan Girl. Oh, I said my name. No, just kidding. Everybody knows my name already. Whatever. Okay, so on the hair, just doing highlights. The highlights, I didn't do it white. It was just a mix of white with a bit of red to make it the lightest pinkish, the pinkish tone. And I keep saying tone. I don't know, I had too much caffeine. That's what I'm gonna do now, so my voice doesn't come out as depressing as all of the other videos. Just drink caffeine before recording, that way you can be full of energy. Don't do that at home, kids. Just kidding, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty much sleep deprived since it's the middle of the night and me recording on my phone and talking to my camera. Hi camera, how are you today? And I keep doing that, I don't know why. But continue to just, for the water you can just do that. What am I talking at? I don't know, it became less of a tutorial now. Well, it wasn't intended to be a tutorial exactly, just me talking, and hopefully you guys like the painting. Give it a thumbs up, comment below if you liked it. If you didn't as well, comment below. It still helps, I guess. And subscribe. Bye. Bye bye.